Tiny Home Village, the Hgtv show that never aired. Today I'm going to show you my Hgtv pilot that never was. Oh, and by the way, if you're new here, I'm Rob Abasolo, tiny house lover, short-term rental host, Chipotle aficionado, and I teach people how to do this tiny house real estate Airbnb thing every day on the Rob Built YouTube channel and over on hostcamp.com. Now, I'm about to air the pilot that we shot for my tiny home village, which by the way is permitted and ready to be built, and you're about to see that this pilot was shot a little differently than how we do things on the Rob Built channel. As a matter of fact, I've shot my own version of my TV show on this channel a few times now that you can watch after this video, linked right up here. And even though this show isn't exactly how I would have done it, it is sometimes fun to think about how life would have turned out if this happened. I have an obsession with tiny homes. After building and launching a couple of successful rental properties in LA, Arizona, and Joshua Tree, I decided it was time to take on my lifelong dream of creating an entire tiny house village. So a few months ago, my wife and I left our jobs in corporate America, packed up our family, and moved from California to Tennessee. We bought 52 acres of pristine land tucked in the Smoky Mountains near Gatlinburg. We chose Gatlinburg because it's the hottest short-term rental market in the country, and the Great Smoky Mountains are in the #1 most visited national park in the country. 12 million people come here a year. So, I had an idea. What if I create a place unlike any other in the area? A small village of tiny homes, where visitors can have a very unique stay. My tiny homes will be different. I want to have A-frames, geodomes, cocoons, suspended in the trees attached by rope bridges. The catch? I have 1 year to build it, or it's back to LA and the 9 to 5 grind.
I gave a lot up to be here. And so for me, I have a dream. I have no intention of putting that dream down or on hold or on pause for anything.
I'm honestly just looking to do something a little different in phases. So the first development will be A-frames, and I'm gonna build 4 of them right at the bottom of my land. But then the second one would be more of a glamp site development where I have geodomes, bell tents, yurts. I want to build tiny home tree houses big enough for 2 people suspended in the air attached to my trees.
And so for me, I think just building a one-of-a-kind experience that's never been done before, that's what really drives me.
But I'll need a whole team to help me pull this off.
You ready for the house to become a circus? Because I don't think we've ever had this many people in our kitchen before.
Good morning. Can I make some coffee?
Yes, yeah. Well, you don't have to ask.
It was a formality. I was gonna do it either way.
Brenda's my executive assistant. She's very funny, very quirky. She puts up with my bad jokes, and she keeps me organized. What would be awesome is if you could check on the A-frame delivery, because I don't know if it's coming in today or tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll give them a call.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Wow, you guys clean up nicely. Clint is my business partner. He's my numbers guy. He's the guy that keeps me on budget, keeps me on a timeline.
Hey, yeah.
Johnny's my business partner. He's my foreman on all of my different builds. He's the only guy that I would trust to run a construction across the country.
Let's build a tiny house village.
Yeah, at the moment it is a lot of bodies in this house, which is fine, but still, you know, the mornings here are just absolutely crazy.
So it's great to see the land. I'm excited to see it today.
I'm a little nervous.
I'm more nervous about the fact that I'm winded going up and down like several times a day.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm excited.
Boys and gals are back together.
All right, the band's back together. Cheers.
This is the land. Welcome.
Yeah.
So very slippery. I'll lead the way. I'll be the fearless leader.
Yeah, I'm gonna go this way.
Oh boy.
You know those guys that do the log thing? I am not that guy.
All right, hold on. I got this. Woo! Simone Biles, everybody. Oh, that's not ideal.
Ready? 1, 2.
You should have worn boots, man.
Oh, that is adorable. All right, here we are. Here's the entrance. Probably could have started here.
I mean, this place is gorgeous, man.
Yeah, so I really like the peaceful sounds here. I think this is really where the magic happens, is the fact that we are out of the hustle and bustle of Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
It's such a family-oriented place too, Gatlinburg and Sevierville in general. So having something like this where you could walk around the trees with a place to stay.
We have this ravine here, so we were thinking we could do like cocoon pods that kind of suspend from different trees and do like different like rope bridges and everything like that.
Okay. And then what about roads? Like, where are you looking for?
Well, because we're in the critical slope zone, the road requirements are super, super stringent.
That's what I was thinking.
Because you only have to be within 100 feet of the structure itself. If we do a road in here to the beginning of the ravine, we think we can get all the cocoons along this ravine.
This is where I would say like 30% of the budget will go towards this whole development because, yeah, it's expensive. Like, we are using the trees as structural foundation, but we're also like boring into the ground and doing like deep steel pillars too.
I think it'll be all worth it.
Right, yeah.
I mean, here you have 52 acres to yourself. So
Yeah.
I want to do zip lines. I want to do mountain bike trails, bootleg moonshine stations at the top of the ridge. Just a little bit of everything so you capture Gatlinburg in one stay.
It's crazy, but all great ideas are, right? I think he's definitely tapped into something special and very unique and cool, and I honestly love it.
Phase 1 of the village are the A-frame builds. We just got a call that a delivery is on its way, and things are about to get real and hard. Turns out, the guy who's delivering it has the world's longest trailer in existence, and he can't actually get up my super steep driveway here.
You bring a forklift? Clint has been hitting it, yo.
You guys, we're fine.
You're lucky I made it, man.
We're gonna have to open this up for sure and take it off piece by piece, right?
By hand?
I guess so, man.
What do you guys usually do?
I just deliver.
Yeah.
I'm just the driver.
I'm surprised they don't send
£1,000.
you guys with like a forklift or something. This is crazy. So we're having to unpack it little by little, put it in the truck, and drive it up load by load to the very top of the mountain here. Look at this thing. We do not have these in LA, I'll tell you that much. Jeez, a Louisel. All right, trip number 1. Things I've learned. I've got tiny arms. 2, don't unload thousands of pounds of lumber on an empty stomach. And 3, invest in a forklift. Even though it's like tens of thousands of dollars and I'm only gonna use it one time, I'm not doing this again. We really need to crank to get the foundation set, and I mean like the decks for all the different units. We need to excavate, lay all of our conduit for electrical. We need to dig our well. We need to put our septic in. And then if we need to come back and forth for the actual treehouse structures. So what would be nice is if we could start our pizza slice first. That's kind of like our big centerpiece for the project. This is what's gonna take a long time because we're not just building decks in the trees. We are also putting in pier foundations to support it. So the trees are somewhat columns for the entire structure.
Yeah.
Do you see any trouble building in winter if we have to push it that far?
I think that Gatlinburg has a pretty mild winter climate, so we should be good, you know, knock on wood.
It does, but last winter was like a record-setting
100-year
winter.
storm.
Yeah. I mean, I will say that literally no construction project I've ever done or we've ever done has ever come under budget or on time. So
There's a first time for everything.
there's a first time. That's the attitude I like. Today we're coming out to Tent Masters, and I feel like I have finally found the nicest version of a luxury glamping tent. Have a seat, fellas. Come on in. Welcome to my glamping tent.
Does it come with the furniture?
It actually does. Yeah, everything you see is like European sizes in terms of the beds and everything like that. But they do that because it's like the optimal way to actually like maximize the space that you see. This is the big kahuna over here.
Oh my gosh.
It's got an
Wow.
8-foot extension over here and actually fit like 6-7 people.
I mean, this feels like a legit Airbnb that a whole family could use.
Yeah, I mean, we start getting into like, you can cook here. We've got a full-on propane. We want to make pina coladas for our guests. You
Yeah.
can do that. You got the whole outdoor space over here. We got a dining table. Our little crummy tents that we've had in the past, pulling $100 to $200 a night. But these tents, pretty easily $300 to $500 a night. That's gonna be a payback of less than a year on every single tent. That's a massive return for any type of real estate structure, let alone a tent. I really see these being elevated 10, 15 feet in the air and really becoming more of a tree house, tiny house type of structure, more than an actual tent that's on the ground. Okay, Mr. Daddy Long Arms. right, here we are, boys. Now we all gotta do turkey legs. Honestly, I might just be a Tennessee boy yet. Cheers to new beginnings in a new state.
Yeah.
All right.
Delicious food.
Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna lie, it's so good. I'm really proud of the team that I've assembled, and I'm really proud that they trust me. As soon as we break ground, it's game on. With a 12-month window, winter in the Smoky Mountains, the pressure is definitely on. And I've got my money and my dream on the line.
And that, my friends, is Tiny Home Village. Like I said at the beginning of this video, this village is permitted and ready to be built. And if I'm being completely honest, I've just had so many other projects pop up in front of this that it just hasn't really been top of mind since I left Tennessee. But the good news is, I'm actually thinking about picking this project back up and making it some of the hero content on the Raw Built channel. If that would be of interest to you, then do me a favor. Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see this project come to life, what kind of tiny home structure do you think I should build in the village? I will read every comment, and there's a good chance that your suggestion will make it into the tiny home village. If you want more free resources, courses, tiny home content, head over to hostcamp.com. But if you want to learn more about this tiny home village, my vision for it, the structures I had in mind, the cost breakdown, the permitting, and everything in between, then I've actually put together this playlist right here for you to check out, and it will walk you through the entire planning process of this village. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe.